Good morning and y'all bless. Give me 1 sec. Hey, I got some things to share with y'all this morning. It's pretty important. A lot of things going on in the world. We got people bringing us information from all around, from Twitter, from YouTube, from different sources that's trying to tell us what's going on in the world. And sometimes we got to put the TV down. We got to stop watching. I would say Young and the Restless, but that would date me. But you know what I'm talking about. Love and Basketball, whatever these shows is we watch. Get out the TV, get your tail on the internet where you can learn something. You ain't got to look up the junk, but in between the junk, there's some actual things out there that you can learn. Yep, we got to get off the couch, y'all. We got to make a move. We got to put our money where our mouth is, and we have to pay attention to what's going on. The banking system is about to collapse, and we are in a crisis, and we don't even know it. Y'all ready? Let's go. All right, so this is fresh off the plate, off of Twitter, Bitcoin news, right? Just in, days after Russia-Africa conference in Moscow, President Ruto of Kenya issues a warning. People holding dollars might go into losses because this market is going to be different in a couple of weeks. Let's hear what he got to say.
For the people who work numbers, I am giving you free advice that those of you who are holding dollars, you surely might go into losses. You better do what you must do, because this market is going to be different in a couple of weeks.
All right, y'all. So some of y'all, be caught off left field, like what that African talking about here. You better listen. You better listen. Go do some research. Get on YouTube right now. I got a couple of recommendations for y'all, and hopefully that'll help. Hey, I don't know it all, but I'm trying to bring you the information that these professionals, these presidents, and these financial gurus is talking about. Okay, I don't know nothing. Here we go. Breaking news: Saudi Aramco, whatever that is. I think that's this gas station we go to out here. The largest energy company in the world has forged agreements with Chinese partners to build a state-of-the-art refining complex in the northeast region of the Asian nation. This is significant. This is what they say. It's significant. Here we go. Aramco said construction is due to start in the second quarter, and it expects the project to be fully operational by 2026. All right. I ain't gonna go into this article. This is gonna be too much. It don't look like I got access to it. But basically, you can see other nations ramping up production to take the lion's share of the wealth away from America. It's happening. You don't think it's happening? Let's read the next article. The Fed just reported that U.S. banks borrowed $475 billion last week as the banking crisis continued. Meanwhile, over $500 billion has been withdrawn from small banks in the 2 weeks since Silicon Valley Bank collapsed. We did some research and the numbers are alarming. Short thread. U.S. banks borrowed $475 billion last week, but look at the breakdown. Large banks, $250 billion. Small banks, $250 billion. Foreign-related banks, $25 billion. Small banks borrowed the same amount as the large banks. Relative to their size, small banks borrowed twice as much as the large banks. And they give us a little chart right here, show you where all the borrowing is going, and it goes straight up and out of here on that chart. And wait until some more time develop, you'll see where this thing go. Furthermore, according to JP Morgan, $1 trillion has been withdrawn from the most vulnerable banks over the last 2 years when the Fed started raising rates. However, $500 billion of this has been withdrawn since the collapse of SVB on March 10th. This is by far a record. All right, let me get this. Since the Fed, oh yeah, this is saying the same thing, I believe. Since the Fed started its tightening cycle a year ago, the most vulnerable U.S. banks likely lost around $1 trillion of deposits, half of which happened after the SVB crisis and other half before. Of this $1 trillion, half went to the government money market funds and the other half larger, safer U.S. banks. Hey, that's not good. Yeah, they consolidating us. They remember, I think in one of my recent videos, I said they're herding us like sheep. They need to get the banking system from thousands and thousands of banks across the US market into just a few. That's what they're doing. They're trying to funnel us like sheep into a few banks. That way they can control us better, right? Who they give loans, who they don't give loans to, et cetera. And you know, bring that CBDC through these few banks. New Fed data shows banks lost 100 billion in deposits just last week. Here's the breakdown. Large US banks, 67 billion, small US banks, negative 120 billion, foreign related banks, negative 45 billion. The worst part is that SVB is a large bank in their model, and large banks still added 67 billion. They give us some evidence right here, show us what's you know what it is. By the way, I'm gonna share all these links to the videos and everything that I have here, and you can go ahead and look them up for yourself, and you can validate this information for yourself if you need validation. I don't think you should need it. You know, seeing what happened where we lost 3 banks in less than a week, 2 of them on a weekend. You got to think some of this stuff is true. If you're a doubter, do your research. Where was it at? 67 billion. Where are all the withdrawals going? JP Morgan research shows half of this money going to the government money market funds and the other half to larger, safer banks. Small banks continue to feel the pain, while large banks are ironically winning the banking crisis. According to the Wall Street Journal, nearly 200 banks are still facing the same issues as SVB. The crisis has spread to Europe with the collapse of Credit Suisse and Deutsche Bank credit default swaps hitting a 4-year high. Meanwhile, there is still not a solution. You see this? No solution. It's getting out of control. Y'all better be ready. Last week, Treasury Secretary Yellen said the U.S. was considering backing all deposits. One day later, she said the U.S. is no longer considering this. Bank stocks fell with regional banks ETF making a new low. Follow us, blah, blah, blah. You can follow us here. I'll give them a follow later for real-time analysis as this develops. All right, y'all. They basically trying to give us some information, tell us what's happening. They are ahead of us. We don't know nothing about this banking stuff. We have to learn. We have to, you know what, it's kind of too late. We should have been knowing since we was kids. Our parents should have been knowing. But unfortunately, you know, they kept us out of this. You know, this was like secret sauce to them. Banking is a scam. Go watch that video. It's a short video. But it's definitely a scam. They got full control of us. These U.S. world banks is I'm gonna stop, because if I take y'all down Conspiracy Avenue, y'all gonna think I'm crazy and I'm lying. I'm not lying, but I'll take y'all down there one day with me. We'll see. I got a couple of more videos to play for you, and here we go. All right. This is a Rich Dad Show. Please check out Robert Kiyosaki. He is very repetitive, and he is a brickhead, and he likes Trump. Hey, whatever. You better listen to him, because he's been giving out these warnings for I don't know how many years. He's been calling for this banking crisis and this collapse of the system for years. I've been watching him for at least 5 years. Give me 1 second. Had to sip my coffee, y'all. Oh, did I say good morning, y'all? Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are. All my little 7 followers. All right, hold on. Yeah. Hey, check this out. So I'm gonna play a short clip of this video. I'm gonna play it to about the I had it locked here. I guess not. I'm gonna play it to about the 1 minute. Is this? Well, I got to remember which one I'm on. But I'm gonna put the link to this is part 1. This is a emergency broadcast by Robert Kiyosaki and Andy Schectman. He had 2 of them. Man, y'all have to watch these. If y'all want to do anything for yourselves, watch these videos. They give you evidence. They tell you to go buy some silver. They tell you to go buy some gold. And I'm going to tell you, go buy some crypto. You need to diversify and have all of them. If you can afford the gold, go get it. If you can't afford the gold, get you some silver. It's about $25 an ounce, right? Or 20 cents. It's going up. So go get you some. the stuff is about to hit the fan. All right, so I'm gonna play this one for you real quick, and I'm gonna hit play.
Hello, hello, hello. It's Robert Kiyosaki. This is the first emergency podcast or broadcast I have ever done. A quick history is that I read a book in 1984 called The Grunch of Giants by Dr. R. Buckminster Fuller. I don't recommend it. But what Fuller said was that our wealth is stolen via the banks, via our money supply. And today our emergency broadcast or podcast is with dear friend Andy Schectman. He's my source. He's my credibility. He knows what he's talking about. Like me, he studies the whole history of this whole insanity that's going on today in the banking system. So I'll give you a little bit of history. In 1971, there was a guy named D.B. Cooper, and he supposedly jumped out of the back of a 727 in 1971. And his alias was D.B. Cooper. Remember those initials, D.B. Cooper, because what it stands for is deception, betrayal, collusion. Deception, betrayal, and collusion. So what's going on today is deception, betrayal, and collusion. There's a book by a friend of mine, Nomi Prinz. She wrote the book Collusion. It's about how the central banks of the world, besides they're not really banks, they're really Marxist, they're central, but they're not really banks, of how they collude. And they collude with big companies like BlackRock, Larry Fink. If I was Larry Fink, I'd change my name, you know what I mean? Because it's fitting. But anyway, this is an emergency broadcast. Deception, betrayal, collusion. You'll see a video playing of Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen.
All right, fellas. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, y'all gotta go watch that. Please take a look. This is full of information. It's full of information. It's too important for you not to watch it. So if you see this video, you have no excuse. You have no excuse when this thing comes up on us. And look, and I ain't gonna sit here and pretend like I know exactly what's gonna happen. I got an idea, but we all can be wrong. These bankers kind of know what's gonna happen because they the ones that are pushing us into this paradigm, right? Of no cashless society, and you got to live off of carbon credits. If you go over your carbon credits, you will be, taxed, or they'll restrict your money or whatever. I'm talking about the central bank digital currency. Oh boy, it's too much to explain, but watch these videos, be prepared. You heard what the African president said, so get ready. I got another one for you. All right. So this is part one. He made 2 emergency broadcasts. His first time doing this. I don't think he ever made a emergency broadcast before, but check this one out. This one is pretty wild too. So I'm gonna play this one up to about 105, something like that.
Hello, 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 Robert Kiyosaki. This is emergency podcast number 2. I hope there's not a number 3, but I tell you, that saying, may you live in interesting times. I think this is interesting, spooky, and empire changing. I think we're watching the end of the American empire. And there's a law called Gresham's Law. And Gresham's Law says bad money drives out good money. So this is bad money here. It's called the US dollar. I call it toilet paper today. And this is good money here. This is silver, and this is gold. So what happened in 64 and 71, they took the gold out of this paper, toilet paper right here. And in 64, they took it out of our silver coins. So Gresham's Law is in action today. America has been kind of a bully because we had the reserve currency of the world. So this is emergency podcast number 2.
All right, y'all. Excuse me. So he just gave you the get down. He told you cash is trash, and he told you silver and gold is actually real money. Believe it or not, look up gold. It's the highest level asset in the world. It's a tier 1 asset. Nothing else. I believe nothing. Don't quote me, but I believe nothing else is classified as a tier 1 asset, such as gold. Right? Silver is his little cousin. They kind of hang out together and they move together. Not quite all the way, but they move together. So I'm gonna just chit chat for a minute. Look, off script. This is everything. Look, if you read the Bible, you read about prophecy. You know some crazy times is coming, right? I believe we are in those times. There's an end to everything, and there's a beginning to the new world. I don't know if we right there, but you have to go down this road in your mind. You have to critically think. That's all critical thinking means, is to spend a little time and think about what this situation would look like if we were to go down a banking crisis, right? How would you get money out of the bank? How? Right? When they would either restrict it or stop bank transactions altogether if there was a banking crisis. How would you get money out of the bank? You need money to live, right? Because they made us completely and utterly dependent on it, right? We can do nothing without a bank. So if you were to go to if you didn't have any money on you, all you had was your debit card, how do you get money? How do you buy food for your family? How do you feed your kids? How do you feed your own grown self? You don't. Why? Because you don't have no chickens. You don't have no growing vegetables in the backyard. You don't have absolutely nothing. You ain't got no farm. You ain't got nothing. You completely dependent on this system. You go to work, you earn your money, and you do what they tell you until your time is over. You come home, 2 weeks later, you get a deposit in the bank, whatever your pay scale is, deposit in the bank, and you know that when you go to the bank, your money is there. What if it's not there? What are you going to do? Exactly. So what Robert Kiyosaki and others are trying to tell us is take a little bit of cash out the bank. I know he just said cash is trash, but if you need some money, you're going to have some cash aside. $100, $200, whatever you can pull out, get your money out of the system. It is a system. The system is designed through the banking scheme. I can't go all into the details, but it is a system where you must use the bank in order to live, right? You can't, there's no way around it. So you go into, you pull your money out, you have some cash. So if they do shut down the banks, at least you can hit the grocery store for whatever is left on the shelves, right? For whatever is left. Right? I don't know how long this thing gonna last, but it could be a big problem. We got a huge problem on our hand. Do I need to play this man's video again? He said 2 weeks. Oh, there was another one. I missed it. There was another one. Who was it? Oh my gosh! Somebody gave a warning shout out. I can't remember. I ain't gonna even talk about it because I can't remember. If I find it, I'll make another video. But so anyway, get your money out the banks. Save a little cash on the side. Do not spend that cash. If you have to go to the store and you need something, use your credit card, use your bank card, whatever. Spend that money. Don't spend your cash. Keep cash in your wallet under your bed. No, I can't tell you where to keep it, but put some cash away. On top of that, to diversify, if you can afford it, buy you some silver. You can go over here to apmex.com. This is where you can get silver, yeah. Let me go in here. I didn't mean to make this a long video, but go ahead, make an account here. They will deliver it to your doorstep. You can sign for it and make sure that you have to sign for it and everything. So if nobody there, they'll take it back with them, right? You see gold is down $14, 0.71%. Silver is currently $23.50. They do have spot prices. We can walk through this real quick. So if you were to buy silver, what I recommend doing is going to look for the rounds. Where they at? Oh, here we go. Silver rounds. These gonna have the lowest spot price. It ain't no different from these U.S. Mint coins, you know, Silver Eagles and Canadian Maple Leafs. All these do is cost more, and it's the same amount of silver, same amount of everything. All they do is add a different picture on it. So click this silver rounds and go shopping. You can see the spot price pushes it up to 28. You will get your 28 for it when you sell, or the spot price, I should say. All you have to do is hold it. If you need to use this later in life for some reason, you know, if we need to use this to go to the grocery store, buy us a cow or something, you got it. But if you ain't got this, you in trouble. So what this does is preserve your wealth. Go look at the charts on silver and gold and compare it to what I do all the time. I show everybody this. Whoever see this is probably tired of me showing this. Dollar value since 1913. So let me go here. Bear with me for a second, y'all. Bear with me. I'll show everybody and their mama this because y'all don't realize how important this is. I think I showed it in one of my previous videos. Pick one of these, right? And we're going to go over here. Look at this, y'all. This is the value of the dollar going to no man's land, going to zero. That's where the dollar is going. This is no joke. We have world economic situations going on around the world that are putting pressure on the dollar. All these countries are de-dollarizing, meaning they're getting rid of dollars. They're shedding it. China, Russia, should I say Japan? The BRICS nations. How about BRICS? Go look up the BRICS nations. Go find out something. All right. I'm not trying to insult y'all, man, but I'm trying to get y'all to understand things are about to hit the fan. Things are changing, and it's serious. It's getting serious. So anyway, on the gold, silver thing, what I was saying, just go get you some. And then if you want to buy some crypto, yeah. Unfortunately for a lot of y'all, it's kind of late in the game, but it's not too late. What I mean by that is you don't even know how to move if you were to buy some of this stuff. You don't even know what to buy or you know, how to move it to a place where it's safe, right? Because there's a number one rule in the crypto world where it's not your keys, not your crypto. And if you don't even know what that means, then you're in some hot water. And if you need some help and you my family, I can tell you how to get it onto a soft wallet, hard wallet, whatever, so that it's safe, right? One of the things y'all don't understand about crypto is that it's the new financial system. Tokens like this, XRP, and here, I think I got, oh yeah, I don't. XRP, XDC, XLM, and others. One of the things y'all don't understand about it is that it is creating the new global financial system. So if you own these tokens, these assets, they're assets. They're not junk like your dollar. The dollar is not an asset. It is a liability. It's a liability because it loses value. Anything that loses value over time is a liability, right? Even your house is a liability if it takes money out your pocket every dang month, right? So what I'm trying to tell y'all is get you some crypto. This is the new banking system. Tokens like XRP, XLM, XDC are the foundational tokens that is building the ecosystem of the new global, I said global, did you hear that? Global financial system. You got to be ready. You got to be ready. I don't know if I'm going to be ready. I'm already in some of this stuff, but I don't know if it's going to save me. I don't believe it's my savior. I'm just saying, you know, if the Most High ain't coming back just yet, we got to live. We got to survive. We got to be here. We got to live here. We got to eat. We got to sleep, right? That's all I'm saying is at least prepare, at least be ready as ready can be. I don't know what that is. We don't know what's coming. We only can develop conclusions. Don't nobody know the future except one, right? So let's get ready. Stop playing. Get your game together. If you need something, hit me up. I think I got to end it on that because I've been talking too much, y'all. Too much passion up in this mess. Y'all ain't ready, man, because I got a lot to say. I'll catch y'all another time. Y'all bless.